Do what thou wilt. A famous line by Aleister Crowley, the beast himself, a popular Satanist and devil worshipper. The beast bastard himself said, do what thou wilt. Now, not in a sense of Aleister Crowley to say, oh, do whatever you want to do without any regard, and take what you want without any regard, without any thought in what you are doing. Because my point is, I do not think it's wrong to be selfish, so long as you are not hurting anyone in your selfish ways. For instance, if you have children and you are in their life and able to be in their life, it's not about not being there. I do not mean being selfish in that aspect. It's not a sense of, oh, I've lost my kids, like I've lost my keys. It's not a sense of that. It's more a sense of taking care of yourself. It's a simple thing, just taking care of yourself. Putting your thoughts and needs ahead of anyone else's. Now I could say this like a bastard like myself, a somewhat awesome bastard like myself. I could say I choose to be single and that is my choice, because it's my choice. Some could say it's very selfish and very silly because of certain experiences you've been through before and you've come to this conclusion, blah blah blah, yeah, whatever. The point being, it's not even that in a sense of being selfish. And if it is seen as being selfish, well, you have to think, well, is one trying to protect himself, or is he actually just being selfish and just being all about himself? A bit of both? You see, there are many types of people in this world, but these two specific types I want to talk about are the ones that give and the ones that take. It's a question of, what have you been? Have you been a bit of both? Most of us have been a bit of both. A bit of give and take. But then it's a sense of, how much will you give in comparison to how much will you take? And I will use this example. You have people in your life that may be non-beneficial to your life. They are not uplifting you, they are not helping you. They are bringing you down, maybe mentally and financially as well. But a lot of people actually have a heart, so they may feel this person needs them. Where on the other hand, that person is just taking. Or these people are just taking, just continually taking. Yeah, give it to me, whatever you got. I'll take whatever you got for me. Without any regard for the person who is giving. So at some point you have to understand yourself when you should stop giving and start giving an F about you. You see, you could say it as being selfish, or I'm being selfish, I'm a selfish bastard, it's just all about me and how I feel about everything. F the world, it's all about me. Or you can see it in a logical sense of saying, there are things I do not need to do. I do not need to do that. I do not need to do this. Oh please, I am definitely not doing that. Many of us find it difficult to be able to say no to certain people, or just no to people, because we fear how we will now be seen by this or those people. So many fears. Just worried about how someone else will see you. But you see, in a sense, when you start seeing yourself and you start becoming more selfish, you really stop caring about what a lot of people say. To the point where you can almost not care about what most people say, because you know it's, to you, if it does not relate to you, you know it's just absolutely ridiculous. Why waste your thought and focus on it? Yes, it's just a passing thought in the mind. Like breaking wind in the subway. I'm not sure how that makes sense, but yeah, just put it together in your mind. You see, for instance, you could be a man and you can make a certain amount of money and think to yourself, you know what? I now need a woman to improve my life now and to share these riches with and to start a family. Because you see, this man is now in a stage of being able to give because he has so much. And his heart is now so big, and he feels he wants to extend and expand on his life. And to find something more in life than to chase these random things that he feels are really nothing much in his life. Because you can have businesses, you can work, but it's not real, is it? You need to have more. So you are in a very giving stage right now. But how that is dangerous is the people that are takers. How those takers are always willing and waiting to take whatever it is you have to give. Even if you're not willing to give it, they are still there ready to take it. So it's a sense of trust as well. Is it a sense of trust? Should you be so selfish? Or should you be more open and throw more caution to the wind and just go for it? Because it may be good. Indeed, it may be. But many people end up becoming very selfish because of things they've been through, the lessons they have learnt the hard way, and they've realized what they need to actually have with them. They understand what is a burden. They understand what people are a burden. They understand what feelings are a burden, these burdens that stop you from being who you really want to be. You see, some people find a certain level of confidence and they are now seen as being selfish or now arrogant and egotistical. Or for some men, ego-testicles. The balls are so big, you can see the ego of the size of... Yeah, that one didn't make sense either, but yeah. Many people will see others as being selfish because they understand what they need to do in order to protect themselves. In order to not get themselves in situations they may have been in before. Some people are even selfish to the point where they understand how overgiving they may be or have been. Not in a sense of soft or weak, but in a sense of just being very generous. Not only with things like money, but with things like their time as well and their energy. Because these things are important, they are very important. Some people can seem selfish to others because they now seem so withdrawn. But in a sense of looking at a lot of things in these modern day and times, and you can see just certain things developing, you can ask yourself, well, I want to focus on building something in my life and building my life and myself. There are certain things that I have no need to even focus on or even think about or even give any actual thought to. So why waste my time? That's not being selfish. That's being focused. It's not selfish to think of wanting to improve yourself. Others not wanting you to improve yourself, that is selfish. Because they are thinking if you improve yourself, you will not be here to be this jester, this fool, this bumbling oaf that we know you as. You will not be here to be this ATM machine. You will not be here to be this shoulder to cry on every time this person wants to cry on some random shoulder. Because you are always there. You have to ask as well, doing things to improve yourself, how others will see that as selfish. You have to wonder, why do others even care? Is it something selfish in them? A sense of crabs in a barrel? A sense of they fear you may go beyond and be thus unreachable? Or less controllable? I could go on and on. But if being selfish is a sense of control as well, then it's a sense of the less selfish you are, the more control others can have over you. In comparison to being selfish and less being able to even look you in the eye. Because you know what you will and will not take. What you will and will not tolerate. I do not need this crap, it stinks. Take it back. Or consume it yourself. Let others eat the crap they try to feed to you. Because this is heavy, why do you need this? Why indeed? There are many plates of crap being held right now. Literally, plates of crap. Other people's crap. You have held that plate and let them, let's say, empty their bowels into that plate, and you are now holding it. A plate of their crap, their nonsense, their stress, their burdens. You have the ability to just drop that plate. Why would you hold it anyway? Do you enjoy the smell? Many people have that smell around them. No matter how perfumed they may smell, 'tis the smell of bull. 'Tis a very strong odor. Many people are selfish because they are tired of the bull, and some are tired of the cows. Many people choose to be selfish because they understand they do not need to tolerate any of this. Their selfishness is not hurting or bothering anyone. It bothers some people. That is when it is strange. When you focusing on yourself bothers others. The point being, like I have said, you can be a fool for others, but in being so, you may see yourself as someone that's helpful, someone that's generous, caring, when the people you are doing that for, they see you as the fool. Stay focused, stay sharp. Nothing wrong with respecting yourself, loving yourself, honoring yourself, carrying yourself with pride and dignity, and some sophistication as well, with a huge wallop of awesome, just incredibly awesome, epically awesome, just buildings being destroyed by your sheer awesomeness. Yes, very sci-fi, but who cares? Because it's how you see yourself versus how they let you see you. Hope you had a nice Christmas. Thank you. And have a nice day. Hello. So I'm currently recording some more videos or editing some more videos, but there are some next to my head right here for you to watch in the meantime.